Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. Alright guys, what this video is all about is Oregon. Oregon, you have a chance, if you live there, to deliver a blow to gun control for the rest of us nationwide. Measure 114 is on the ballot, and I'm about to walk you through some of the things that you can do, the things that you can avoid on behalf of your entire state and behalf of the nation, because this is a situation right here and you have the power in your hands and you can do it tomorrow. Everything is linked in the description box below. I'm going to say a quick word from our sponsor, Established Titles, and then we're going to walk through this and I'm going to lay some stuff out of Oregon, how you have a chance to destroy gun control locally in your life. The Established Title Packs give you 1 square foot of dedicated land in an estate in Edelston, Scotland, along with a certified crest like you see right here. This is based on a historic Scottish custom which will allow landowners to become lords or ladies, and if you act now, you can be in the LOA little plot so we can have our own little fiefdom. This is a fun and novel way to preserve the woodlands of Scotland. They work with global charities, One Tree Planted and Trees for Our Future, to support global reforestation efforts. You could officially change your name to Lord or Lady and get it on your plane tickets and also on your credit cards. This makes a great last minute gift, and they have couple packs which you can get adjoining plots of land together. In order to give the ultimate conversation piece for that special someone, Established Titles is running a massive sale right now. Plus, if you use the code Langley, you get an additional 10% off. Go to establishedtitles.com/Langley to support the channel now. Alright, so as I mentioned in the introduction, this is all about Oregon. If you know somebody who lives in Oregon, if you are in Oregon, please spread this out because this is the call to action to defeat Measure 114, which will be on your ballots tomorrow. You have the chance to take the only hope, the only ray of sunshine that the gun controllers have this election cycle and smash it to smithereens. It's in your hands. Let's get it. Everything is always linked. Let me show you what we got going on here because 114 is not a certain deal. Oregon votes on stricter gun laws, the only ballot measure nationwide that addresses gun violence. Translation, my only ray of sunshine in this dark, cloudy storm of freedom. This is from NBC. This was about an hour ago. They are trying to push something over the finish line. Check this out. The measure, criticized for being too extreme, requires a permit to purchase a firearm, bans high-capacity magazines, and creates a gun ownership database. Red flags anybody. But before I walk through all of their talking points, before I walk you through what they're trying to get people to do, let me show you the actual polling locally in Oregon because this is crucial to understand. It is a tie with against slightly edging out. When you go to the polls tomorrow, Republicans, you are here, or gun rights Democrats, I don't care which party you're in. The point is, you have the opportunity to send Measure 114 packing. It was within your grasp. Reach out and take it. This could be amazing, especially for this consideration of your gun rights and all the court cases that are going to come for it should it pass. Here we go. November 7th, 4:07 p.m. Oregon voters will determine Tuesday whether to pass stricter gun laws, the only ballot measure nationwide that addresses gun violence. Again, ray of sunshine, dark stormy freedom, hammer smash, smithereens, let's get it. All right. Let me show you what they're pitching here. The Gun Control Initiative, which critics say is the nation's most extreme, requires people to obtain permits and complete safety training to acquire a firearm. It also bans high-capacity magazines and calls for the state police to create and maintain a searchable database of gun ownership. The only reason that you would need a database of gun ownership is so that you would know where they were in case you ever need to, go get them. That's the only reason you need a database. There's no other reason. Or you want to go down the road of universal background checks, which again is a national database. Again, no bueno. Let's keep going because it's just not good, but I'm going to show you what's happening here. The referendum would prohibit ammunition magazines capable of holding more than 10 rounds. Of course, we know that. We've covered it. It happened in Washington and a bunch of other states. They even reference that here. But listen to the data point they're actually bringing forward as a reason to curtail everyone's gun rights. Check this out. Statewide, 566 people died from a firearm injury in 2019. State health officials said. About 82% were suicides. The number of gun deaths jumped to 593 in 2020. About 77% were suicides. So in both cases, well over 3/4 of all instances that are cited are suicides. Tell me how a background check, a database, a magazine ban, and all of those things are going to have anything to do to reduce suicide. Can't. It's the same argument that they do all the time and we curtail all the time on this channel. Nationally, the big talking point is an increase in gun violence. Even though it's suicides that have increased, you can't curtail that in any way, shape, or form with more gun laws. It's not possible. But that's not what they're about. They're about the control. Let's keep going. Because this is important. Like I said, Oregon, it's within your grasp. If the measure passes, permit seekers would have to complete an approved safety course, pass a criminal background check, pay a fee of up to $65, and submit an application to the state police. A permit would be valid for 5 years. You are going through all of these loops and putting a state government as a gatekeeper between you and your rights. These are rights that you have. These are not rights that they are giving you. This is incredibly important to understand. Oregon, you have it right now. It's tomorrow. Let's get it. All right, so this last piece here, I want to bring it in because it's important. It's so poignant. Gun rights supporters argue the proposal is unconstitutional. It is. The NRA Institute for Legislative Action said it is, quote, the nation's most extreme gun control initiative. And listen to what Giffords.org has to say as we round this out. Quote, the Second Amendment is not under threat, but we are. Really, the Second Amendment's not under threat. I have an entire channel based on how we're fighting said threat, based by the exact same people who say there is no threat. What's that old saying? The greatest trick the devil ever played was convincing people the devil didn't exist? Yeah. Said Ari Freilich, the state police director at the Giffords Law Center, a gun control advocacy group. Quote, we are not powerless. We can choose to act. And this is where I answer that exact last sentence. You can absolutely choose to act. We will also choose to act to meet you in court. This is something that we will pass on to the next generation, and it's our turn to fight it, and we will see you of the next place that you put this forward. Oregon, you have the opportunity to stop this in its tracks before we even have to go down the road of legislative suits. This is something, take it, seize it, and I will see you on the next video. I'm Braden. See you later.